Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're going to be making birthday cards for a brand new series called Two on Tuesday, but it's all going to be about birthday cards. So every Tuesday for a while, and then possibly every other Tuesday afterwards, I'm going to be making just birthday cards, 2 birthday cards. So this week, because I did on my live on Thursday night, the Crane of Fortune, I had picked out a piece of paper that I never got to use, and it was this one right here. So we're going to use that for both cards, but they're going to be different. And we're also going to use on one of the cards this Pretty Flowers embossing folder. It is not 3D. It's in the annual catalog by Stampin' Up of page 155. All these products are Stampin' Up. I am a demonstrator in the United States. And I am going to link all the products I'm using for these 2 cards down below the video. I'm also using a Celebration stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set called Special Moments, and I'm just using the Happy Birthday. And I'm using the layering circle dies, the second largest scallop and second largest plain circle. And I've already done those, so I'm going to put those out of my way here. And then some cardstock and a few other supplies I'll tell you as we go along. So I'm not using, let me see, I'm not using really the stamps except this one on both cards. And I used these last week on Thursday, so you should be able to go back and look at my Thursday night live and see that. Okay, let me move these out of the way as well. All right, so the first card I did was supposed to be on Soft Succulent, but I accidentally picked out Just Jade for the first one. So this time we're going to use Soft Succulent as the background. I also picked out Crumb Cake because Crumb Cake is what is in the paper. I don't know what the background color is, but this is the Crumb Cake color. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn this, put this light up a little bit because it's a little too bright for the colors to show. Okay, and then this is the plain circle from the layering circles, and this is the regular. We're also on this card going to be using the Soft Succulent Open Weave Ribbon 3/8 inch. That's also in the annual catalog on page 139. Our annual catalog, by the way, ends on May 2nd. So if you want things, it's a good time to get them. I'm going to glue these 2 together. And then we're going to go ahead and put the ribbon around this embossed part. But before we do that, we have to do one more thing to that embossed part. You don't have to, but I did, so I'm going to show you what I did. I have the Stampin' Up markers, which are, excuse me, I have the Stampin' Up markers, which are dye-based ink in them, dye-based ink. And this is the Calypso Coral, which is the color in these flowers here, and there's Evening Evergreen little butterflies. So we're going to get a piece of scrap paper, and which I thought I had right here. Here it is. And we are going to flick some specks of Calypso Coral on here. So this can be a little messy, and not too bad though. And let's see, our flowers. Now you could actually go and even color some of these flowers on here. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, we're just going to take this and flick, flick, flick. Let me see if I'm getting, now eventually this would ruin your marker, but I don't do it that often. I just want some color on there that coordinates all over the crumb cake part. Oops, I just marked the outside. I think that's enough. And what I do usually is I tap this like this, because see there's a little bit extra ink in there, and then wipe the outside of my my cap and also a little bit of the inside, and then we can put that away. So that is the first thing, and then you can just shake and let it dry. It won't take long to dry. Can you see the color specks on there? Yeah, just gives it a little extra something something. Now we're going to put the ribbon on, and I'm just going to put it down the side here. So I kind of want this centered up here, maybe a little over to the left a little bit. So I want the ribbon to go right about here. So I'm going to put my finger there and bring in my seal. You could attach it however you want, but I usually, if you've watched me any length of time, know that I do it this way. Some at the bottom and some at the top. I'm going to put it actually a little bit more up there. You could use Seal Plus, but I personally think it's a little overkill for this ribbon, and I have sometimes an issue with it being too strong. So, one sec. Okay, so sorry about that. So I'm just trying to make sure this is straight on here, and also that my flowers are facing right side up and not upside down, which I've done before. Now we can glue this down. I use wet glue for that. Can you believe this is the first day of February? When you're seeing this, it will be. And I have a family member who has a birthday tomorrow. But that particular person said they don't want anything. I think that person gets that from me, which is a little sad in a way. Alright, so I'm down to the bottom of my one sheet of dimensionals here, and I'm just going to snip a few of these to use. I don't need that many, but now they are pre-snipped. Oops. I'll take that off since it's coming off anyway. I'm just going to put them around the sides. So one in the middle, 4 around the sides. It's a pretty big circle, you know. I don't want it flippy flopping everywhere. So we'll take them off, and I think I got them. Nope, one more. There we go. Okay, and then to me, the butterflies are sometimes upside down. On this one, they're not too bad, but the flower stems, to me, have to be going sort of in the right direction. And we're just going to put that right there. This is a thin ribbon, so that'll hold really well. Now we're going to stamp with Calypso Coral Happy Birthday out of that Special Occasions, is it? Yeah, Special Moments stamp set from Celebration. Only available till February 28th, and I believe this is free with a $100 purchase because there's 2 sets of photopolymer stamps in there. So if you make a $100 purchase, it's a nice stamp set to get. And here is the Happy Birthday. I really love the font on this. And this is about a 1 inch by, I think, 3. Yeah, roughly 3. It's a scrap that I just cut down a little bit on the sides. And it's a, you know what, I'll try it one more time and we'll take the best of 2. That one was a little bit crooked to me, but not bad. But straight down, don't wiggle it. That one's better. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. Oh, and I meant to tell you, the Stampin' Up markers, well, I'll show you at the end. I'll show you at the end where they are in the catalog in case you had never heard of those and things. Those are the ink-based ones. Now we can put our Calypso Coral away for now, but we're going to need our soft succulent because we're going to do the inside stamping right now also. So I have 2 1/2 inch strips of the paper. And I'm going to put them, you'll see the flowers are upside down that way. See, this is what I mean about the butterfly is sometimes, I don't know if you can see that, upside down, but the flower stems are going the right way. So they're going to go there, but I'm going to actually stamp with this in soft succulent before I put this piece on. Two little bits coming up the side there. And forgive my dirty mat, but I'm trying to make it last till, I'm actually pre-recording this before February, so trying to make it last till the end of January, which is why you have a January host code showing. And I'm going to go like that, and that's it. And then we'll glue those strips on, and then we can glue that on to the inside. So that was soft succulent ink. All right, let's glue this on. This is the other side. It's smoky slate with gold foiling. Storks, I believe. Not storks, cranes. I always say the wrong thing there. I keep wanting to call them storks. Storks have a bigger bill or beak with a, because they carry the babies, right? Anyway, so isn't that cute how that works? And then we'll put that right inside our card, and then we'll finish the front up. So this is card number 1. And then I'll explain something about card number 2 and how it came about. Let's go ahead and put this on dimensionals as well. Oops. Let me make sure I have the right one up. That's the top. All right. I'm going to put these two at either end. And then I'm just going to snip a little strip to put in the middle there. And I'm going to kind of go on a diagonal so that it holds, right? And that's just going to go down here in the bottom right. And then we'll put our embellishments on. And we'll be done with the first birthday card. Very pretty card. Not very hard to do. And we're just going to go like this. You could put it right up against the edge, but I just off-centered it a little bit. And I think that looks beautiful. But of course I do, because I made it. Now we're using 2 embellishments. We're going to use the 2021 to 2023 in color jewels. I don't know what page they're on, but they're in the annual catalog as well by Stampin' Up or on the website. And we're using the, let's see, we use the soft succulent on this one, which is over here. So we're going to put one down here. And another sort of the larger size right about here, and then maybe a small one. I think I used a large one on the other one, but we'll put a small one on up here. And then we're going to use a butterfly. Now this one has 3 butterflies on it. This one didn't. It only had 1, and it was going upside down, so I just put 1 little one on there. And I may only just put 1 little one on this one too. In fact, because there's 3 up in that picture, this time I might just put it down here like this. Yeah, maybe like that. I want another one. I want one up here. So I'm going to put one like right here. And that's only 2, but it's 5 embellishments, so I'm okay with that. So that's our first card. Happy birthday. Isn't that pretty? Thinking spring here. So this one I mistakenly used Just Jade, but this is soft succulent. It still doesn't look bad, I don't think. This one looks a little better to me, to my eye, because it's using all the same colors. This adds a little shimmer to the card. Plus we have our little bit of splatter on the embossed background. And you could even emboss this with, I wouldn't use a very detailed one, maybe just the Tasteful Textile or something. But I really don't feel like it needs it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now the second card, if I can figure out what I just did with it, here it is. we're going to be using the negative from the first card. And this is what it looks like. So everyone, I somehow lost the footage when I was making the second card. This was the first card that we made, and this was using the Symbols of Fortune Designer Series paper. So what I did, I'll just explain what I did for the second card. When I cut this out with the layering dies, the plain one, I cut it out of a 4x4 inch square, because when you cut your 12-inch paper, I cut it at 4 inches thinking I would do it like a full-length card, but I didn't want to waste that much paper for just getting a circle out, so I cut it at 4 inches and then figured I'd have enough for a couple more pieces for cards. And in fact, I got 2 out of that same strip, plus I had a piece left over. So what I did is I used the negative out of a 4x4 inch piece. I glued it down onto a piece of soft succulent, and I fussy cut these flowers out of that. I think I put the paper away already, unfortunately, but there's a piece of paper that coordinates with the die that we used last Thursday to cut this out, the double flower, but there's no die for the individual flowers that are on the same sheet. So I fussy cut these 2 out, and then what I did is I got a piece of our adhesive linen paper. Now that paper is on, it's back here in the basics on page 136, right here, linen 12x12 inch specialty paper, and it is adhesive, 2 adhesive sheets, 12x12 inch, natural, acid-free, lignin-free. And I cut a piece off 1 1/4, because this is 5 1/4, the piece of soft succulent that I put everything on, and then I backed it on crumb cake. Anyway, this is 1 1/4 inch because this is 4 inches, and that is exactly 5 1/4 inches. I stamped with Happy Birthday. That's from the Special Moments out of the Celebration, and I'm not sure I have that here anymore either. Thought I did, but apparently not. Anyway, I stamped with Calypso Coral, and I put the Evening Evergreen window pane ribbon that's in the mini catalog, and I have that right here. But I didn't write the page number down, of course not. But this is in our January to June 2022 mini catalog, our Stampin' Ups. It's window pane check ribbon, 3/8 inch, and they call it Evening Evergreen, but it's Evening Evergreen in white. I could have used either the soft succulent or the Evening Evergreen of these ribbons, which are open weave ribbon. They're the in colors, but the thing with these is you can see through them, and there's a seam there that I was actually trying not to show, so I used the more opaque ribbon, which was this one, which brought out the Evening Evergreen in the little butterflies that are in the paper. So on the piece of soft succulent, I first put down the linen, then I put down the 4x4, then I stamped with Calypso Coral, the Happy Birthday, right on the linen paper. Now when you do that, you ink it up really well and press straight down and just hold it there for a minute to let the ink absorb into the linen paper, because it does have a texture. And that's how I got that done. And then I wrapped this around and hooked it on the back with seal. And then these are the in color jewels from 2021 to 2023 in Evening Evergreen. On the first card we used soft succulent and the brushed brass butterflies. On the second card, it's all succulent over here, and on the second card we used the evening evergreen. And I think they turned out really nice. And then on the inside of these, I just took the stamp that's the leaves out of the Crane of Fortune stamp set and put them along the edge there. No paper, because I didn't want to cut a big piece of paper down to just get a strip. So that's how I did the second card. I hope you like them. So here are my 2 cards for 2 on Tuesday, my new series, which will be all birthday cards. I need birthday cards. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again next Tuesday. But before then, let's see. I think the next thing will be my live stream on Thursday night this week, so come join me for that. And just keep an eye on my channel, because I keep putting things up at random times every now and then. All right. Also, my other channel, don't forget to check that out. Dahlia Designs, Jewelry, and More. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.